Welcome to the We Ballin' 2 podcast with Coach Ani and Deb, where we talk hoops, life, and everything in between.
Why are you looking like that?
I don't know what's going on with the technicalities today, but it's being mad weird. It's being overly extra weird. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of We Ballin' 2 podcast where yes, we have bloopers and it is what it is. We just gonna roll with it. It's me, Deb. We got Coach Ani. We have been going back and forth before this video even got hit record. We've been having a time here. So I am back from, my mini vacation, babysitting teenagers. So we're excited to talk about all the chaos that is currently going on right now. That would be the free agency, the transfer portal, which is off the chain, and of course, what is going to happen with this draft tomorrow based on what we've seen with the free agency, because all of this ties into each other. So we're going to start off with hot transfer portal. The transfer portal is steaming at this time. And all day today, as I was making my way downtown, only Coach Johnny got that reference. When I was on my way back home, I was getting text messages from her. Of course, I couldn't respond because I was driving. As a responsible person that I am, I was not looking at my phone while I was driving, and telling me who was going where, who picked up what's happening, and it was a lot. So, first things first, we had the twins from Tennessee, Mia and Maya Paldo, headed to Rutgers. So they are actually from up north.
From New Jersey.
Yes. So I think that's probably a good option for them to head back home. Of course, they'll be playing for the old LSU assistant coach, who is now the head coach at Rutgers. So I want him to do great. I hope he does do great things up there. But he got the twins, really two good dynamic guards that Ani feels like did not live up to their expectations their freshman year. She feels like they could have done better.
I'm not sure if they could do better. I'm not sure about that.
You don't think they could have done better?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I think they did under the circumstances.
No.
Again, one sister is more. One sister is a little bit more. One is a 5-star, one is a 4-star. So that tells you one sister is a little bit more. She's better than the others. The other twin.
I understand.
But I think under the circumstances, they did okay. They had some great games. They had some trying games, but everybody on that team did. So
one sister had one good game.
I disagree. I think there was more than one game that was.
Watch the games now.
Okay.
I watched Tennessee so many times, and all I can do is shake my head.
So Rutgers is also getting Jayla Lampley, who is from Indianapolis. She's coming from Mississippi State. So they are also receiving her in the transfer portal. Let's see if there's anyone else.
You need to work that transfer portal on out. He got to get some players. He can't have this. He can't have just. It's kind of late to get some. It's real late in the game to get some freshmen coming in. It's real late.
They have Antonia Bates, Also going to Rutgers, and Nene Nade um, is also going to Rutgers. No, I'm sorry. Take that back. Both Antonia, and Nene are both leaving Rutgers. Sorry, they have not chosen what school that they're going to as of yet. I apologize. Um, but they are getting those three players, the twins and Jayla Lampley. But they're losing. Their whole squad is leaving.
And that's all
Janae
right. I would be
Walker,
okay with that if I was him.
Yassine Dea, and Michaela Moore, also leaving Rutgers. So they're going to have a whole different squad. It'll be interesting to see whether or not Janae Walker actually gets picked up somewhere else. She started off at Kentucky, um, and she really didn't do great at Kentucky at all. And they were a struggle team in a struggle year after Ryan Howard graduating. They just never really recovered from that, and they tried to build on the team, and it just didn't work. Janae just didn't really provide anything for them, so then she transferred to Rutgers, and she really didn't do anything at Rutgers either. So um, she was better actually at Rutgers, but still, that production that you would like to see, she wasn't really giving. Um, so we have I guess the biggest one is Danny Carnegie from Georgia heading to Iowa to play with her pal Chit Chat. So uh, you see Ani shaking her head.
This will be her.
Ani does not
This will not
understand
be
why
her last
anyone
stop.
chooses Iowa.
Listen to me right now. Listen to me right now. This is what's the date here? April 3rd, 12th. April 12th. This will not be her last stop.
So, and mind you, this is her third stop.
What?
So she started off at Georgia Tech.
Maybe
she went to Georgia, and now she's
have a
going.
14. She's moving on to next year. Watch.
And the reason why, and I want to give, I want to make sure there's an understanding that she's not just leaving teams because she didn't have a good year or whatever, because Georgia did great this past season, actually. They did better than they've done previously, but they fired the coach. So when she was at Georgia Tech, the coach retired. Then she goes to Georgia, and then they fire the coach. So now I think, she talks to Chit Chat probably, and she's probably like, hey, come to Iowa. And, so she's headed to Iowa. So we have thoughts and feelings about Iowa overall, period. I don't.
It's just going to be, what it really is going to be a culture shock.
Yes. I agree. But I wish her luck, and I hope it works out.
Have you ever been to Iowa City?
I have never had any desire to visit any parts of Iowa.
I'm just asking. I'm talking from experience. I've been there twice.
Believe me.
And the first time I went there, I said, "There's no reason for me to come back here." The first time, I only went there the second time because somebody wanted me to go help them move in, and I asked them, "Why are you going there?" I mean, there's nothing there. I don't know what the attraction is.
All right. So, so we have Alyssa Williams, who's leaving Iowa State. She's heading to Indiana. Mackenzie Mathurin is leaving Michigan. She's on her way to Missouri. Maya Babbitt is leaving Kent State, and she's on her way to Iowa State. Iowa State's they need a whole squad too. Iowa State, Tennessee, and Rutgers are all having to rebuild entire teams.
We got. Hold on. Let me put 2 more teams on there. Florida and Alabama has 2 players at this time.
Okay, so let's add Florida and Alabama to that need to rebuild their entire squads. Okay.
I will say that I've been doing a little research on the new coach for Alabama, and I have become a fan of that coach. So I want to see her do well. I forget her first name, but her last name is Love. I was doing a little research and looking at her background and looking at her press. You know, when she got introduced to Alabama, she's been there before. So that's one of the reasons they had already had a. She's from Arkansas. She went to Mississippi State, I think. I think Mississippi State. It's somewhere in Mississippi. She went to college, but she's been coaching for a while, and she was at Alabama. She was the associate head coach of Oklahoma. That's where she just came from. So I think she's going to do well. I hope they give her, what she needs, and they are building a new facility for the women and the men's team. So that's a plus.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, hopefully that me and my brother was talking about this today. He said they got the money in Alabama. Hopefully
but they spend it on football.
The budget got to go up so she can compete. So hopefully that's one of the things they talked to her about. So I'm a fan of hers. I'm hoping she does well. So, but at this point, they got 2 players, and that's wild to me.
That is wild. That is wild. Wait a minute. Coffee. Huh?
One of those players, a couple of those players from Florida transferred already. They've already signed. Ooh.
Nevaeh Caffey from Indiana is going to Missouri. Divine Barrage from LSU is heading to Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Jada Williams from Iowa State is going to LSU. I got news earlier today. I said, oh, okay. I feel like Jada Williams is one of those point guards that never really lived up to the hype surrounding her. And it's going to be a very interesting season next year with her at LSU. And maybe being under Kim Mulkey will help her.
She might not know what she's
I just feel like she has no idea. I mean, if she's been paying attention, she would know. But again, Kim is a good salesman. So, she out there convincing folks,
You want to get somebody who's going to push you and get you better, though. And she's going to do that.
I agree. She is going to do that. Unfortunately, it doesn't help everybody. Did not help Haley Benlith at all.
Layla Reynolds committed from Florida to LSU.
Oh.
There were only 2 players remaining on the roster, alongside 2 decommitted recruits.
Oh.
So Layla Reynolds, guard, transferred to LSU. So other transferring players is Sarah Dean, Divine Mendody. I can't. These are, and I'm not trying to be funny, but these are African names I cannot pronounce. Christian Godfrey, Gift, Ezekiel, Katrina, Patty, and this is another African name, Nainding Yetch. The only people that are still there is Miriah O'Neal and Jay Weathersby. The only two reported scholarship players
Wow.
left on Florida's team, and Alabama's the same way. They got two players on that team, but there's still a lot of girls in the portal. It's still a lot. You're
There's
gonna be surprised where they end up at. Everybody's gonna have a team.
yeah.
It might not be
Yeah.
exactly what you
There's
want.
1,300 people in the
Yeah,
portal. So
yeah. Them three girls from
you're
Texas,
definitely going to get the money.
they haven't signed with anybody yet. The three girls from Texas. I'm sure they're taking visits to different colleges to see where they want to be at. But there's still a lot of
Hmm.
talent in that portal. So, and you got
Yeah.
all the girls from most of the girls from Tennessee is in the portal. Only one
Yeah.
that I know of signed with Ole Miss. And but hey, Tennessee not playing no games. They didn't sign about six players, six or
Yeah.
seven players. They're not playing no games. They're going out and getting them. So
I love that. I love
they'll get
it.
me too. They will get to it. The Florida will get to it. I'm sure they're working, overtime, and I'm sure Alabama's working overtime. So
Yeah, because I don't know whether or not they have until the 20th to actually sign, or they just had until the 20th to enter the portal. So I don't
I think
know if
they
you can
had until
continue.
the 20th just to enter the portal.
Okay.
Because you don't, if you're just a regular player, well, I'll make sure I Google it. But if you're just a regular player, I mean, you can have up until, I mean, this is what, April? This is the beginning of April.
Yeah. All right. So that is the transfer portal news. Currently, what we have going on, and I'm sure there'll be more. There'll definitely be more because we've got a lot of open spots on a lot of different teams that that need players. Because again, they're definitely weren't getting. They're not going to be able to get freshmen at this point. The signing um, is up for the new class of coming in for next year. So transfer portal is what it is. You got to go in there and get, find your people. And I hope that all the teams find their people, find the best person for their team.
So
And
let me go over this because I haven't pulled it up.
okay,
It says Division One women's basketball transfer portal is open from April 6th to the 20th. This is the deadline to enter the portal, but players can continue to visit schools and sign with a new team after April 20th.
okay, there you have it. Coach Ani's on it. That's what we're talking about. We deal in facts over feelings here. Sometimes, sometimes we be in
Yeah,
our
I mean, I
feelings.
want to know when we're talking about the portal, we don't want people thinking that they had to sign, in a matter of they have to get in there. They
Right.
got to the 20th to get in there. They got about a week after today.
Yes.
They got about 7 days after today.
All right. So let's get into this free agency
Let me
because,
say one more thing.
honey,
I would be surprised if Shaq's daughter still stays in Florida.
I would be surprised too. I
I
would be
would be so
surprised.
surprised. And
Um,
I would not be surprised if she ends up at LSU.
Miara is, yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Well, Shaq went to
She
LSU. He's
definitely,
a big supporter. So
yeah.
that's what
And,
I'm saying.
but I think the reason why she didn't go to LSU was because of that. I think she
Yep.
wanted to create her own path.
Mm-hmm.
um, and not be, following in. And I get that, you know, I get that completely. So maybe she will, but I don't know. Kim would have to do some serious convincing to get her to come there. But a lot of these schools where they're losing lots of players is because either the coach left or it was just chaos and confusion.
Where would
Or
you where could you
huh?
see her at? Where could you see her at?
Miara? Actually, I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like she would she would do well at Ole Miss because I think Coach Yo would really pull out what needs to be pulled out of her to make her tougher, make her better on defense. Um, But if she didn't go there, I would say Missouri.
Mm, I
And
don't know
then,
about
and other than that, I would say a big team. The only reason why I'm saying Missouri is because I like the coach. I like I liked her at Tennessee. She just lost, she got fired because the girl hit a 3-pointer. I mean, who knew that dang on Camilla was gonna hit a 3-pointer? Who knew that? So I feel like she's a good coach. And I think that Missouri, if you watched any of Missouri's games, they really weren't super horrible. They just, it's year one and you're trying to build it up. They don't have all the pieces yet, but they will. And I think she would do well under that coach as well.
Yeah, but I'm looking at her and I'm like, okay, you're really not a post, okay,
Which is why I said Ole Miss.
and you're really a three, but you can't play defense out there.
That's why I said Ole Miss.
So you need somebody where she can go in and she needs to get stronger, faster, quicker,
Hmm.
and she needs to know how to sit on the defensive end. You cannot stand out there. You can't stand straight up,
You cannot.
and she does that, and she
Yeah.
needs to get stronger in the lower part of her body.
Yeah.
She needs to get faster, quicker, stronger, and she needs to learn how to sit on D. And until she does that, they're going to run right past her because that's all they did last year. Now, offensively, she got a lot of game offensively.
Right.
All she needs to be done is to put in the right system. But on that defensive end, boy, she's about like Spearman. What's her name? Spearman at Tennessee.
Boy, you got it in for Spearman. You got it in for Spearman for
No, I
real. Like,
don't. No, I don't. No, I don't.
listen, you
No, I
be giving
don't.
her the business. So let me just say this. Coach Ani has said we've had a lot of conversations offline that you don't hear. But if there's an opportunity for her to bring up Spearman, she gonna bring up
No, no,
that
no,
child got
no. I'm
on
just using it as an
your
example because
nerves. She got on your nerves.
man, Spearman.
Look, you can't even. He's like, yeah, yeah. I think like that's
If you
why I'm
go back, if
saying
you go back, if you go back on demand, because I'm probably sure the games are still on ESPN, and you pull up Tennessee and you watch her play defense, it'll only take you 5 minutes to see what she does. You'd be like, seriously? So
which is why I say that Miara would do well at Ole Miss because we know that Coach Yo is all about the defense and she
yeah,
gonna
but
make you
that's one
play
of her
defense.
weaknesses. So I'm not sure if the coach Yo would want her to be over there. That's one of her. I mean, she really
But
would have to break
that's
it
the whole point. Is
all the way down for her, all the way down.
yeah, I think that would be good for her because you basically you got to sink or swim. It's now or never. You got to get it
I
together.
would think that
So
she might go towards Dallas.
that's
Her
just my
mom lives in Dallas.
personal opinion.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell
Do
you.
you
Her mom lives in Dallas. So I
to
think she
who?
might, if she transfers, she might go towards Dallas, and I see that TCU.
Okay.
TCU.
Okay.
No, I'm just being serious. That's what you
I'm gonna
think
do
about.
it
Her mom
backwards.
lives in
See,
Dallas. Her mom lives in
see,
Dallas.
yeah.
And it's her mom lives in Dallas. She's in Florida.
She,
I don't
yeah,
see her staying there. There's two players on the team.
yeah,
Two. So I'm not sure if she's gonna stay there or not. Maybe so. We might be just talking. But if she transfers, I could see her looking at CCU because
yeah,
what it would do is she would be in the same city as her mom, but she would still be, Dallas is big. So her mom lives in Houston, but it still would be in Texas, so her mom could get to the games and stuff. But yeah, I could see her going towards that way because I don't see any other bigger colleges in that around the Houston area. I don't see anything else there. I was trying to think
yeah.
about it.
Baylor. I mean,
Yeah, Baylor. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I never thought
Yeah.
about that. I jumped over Baylor. But it's another big college, but somewhere where she could be closer to her mom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Somewhere where she could get some family. But she
Yeah.
went to Florida. I mean, Florida really is not that far from Houston. You just
No.
going around. You're just going around that little thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't. I'm just surprised that she's still sitting there. I'm really, really surprised. Maybe she think. Maybe she's weighing her options. I know Shaq then already had a conversation with her and said, "Baby girl, what we doing?" You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
because that is the baby of the family. They
Right.
probably figure
Right.
out what we doing here because I'm sure they want the best for her, and that ain't
Yeah.
gonna be the best. I'm trying to figure out where Liv is going.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything about Liv. We don't know what is going to happen with Liv McGill, but um, I'm definitely excited to see where she ends up. Um, and Kiyomi as well. I'm looking forward to seeing where they end up at.
Kiyomi who?
Um, McMillan.
I'm just messing with you.
So now we're going to
She ain't got
jump
no
into
money for Kiyomi. She ain't coming. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
let's jump into the free agency. Uh, the chaos that is
I'm loving
what is
that.
happening.
I'm loving the free agency.
It is going down right now. It is
Yeah.
going down. So Chicago is not playing no games with nobody. They were like, so this is what I heard. Okay, this is what I heard today from someone, and it kind of makes sense that the reason why Angel ended up in Chicago was because of Spoon, Teresa Weatherspoon. She's the reason why she pushed for Angel to come to Chicago. Apparently, that is not what they wanted in the front office. They did not want Angel to come to Chicago. So there was a lot of butting heads happening between the coach and which makes sense why there were so many pieces written about Angel that were really demonstrative. They started off writing bad pieces about the coach, and then they switched it to Angel.
So
They
let
also threw
so,
Kennedy in there.
so let's stop right there. Why did you hire the coach if you wasn't on the same page as her?
I think I think so the coach was hired before the GM. So remember it was the coach, then the
Why did
GM,
you
so the
hire
GM.
her then? If
Right.
you wasn't on the same page, Spoon is a good coach, and Spoon
Yes.
is a player's coach.
Yes.
Okay, she is a player's coach. They was on the right track. I
Yes.
don't care what story they're
They
trying
were.
to push out right now. They was on the right track until you stepped in and did some.
Yeah.
They was on the right. She had almost had them in the playoffs, and
Yeah.
that team the thing about it is they can say what they want to. They can go to the narrative and say anything they want to. But if you've been watching it like me, okay, Spoon had them this close to playoffs until Angel got hurt and she couldn't play those last games. Because I believe
Mm-hmm.
they would have been in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And what's so good about it? They threw that team together.
Yes.
That team was not, they didn't have nobody on that team. They threw after they got Camilla and they got Angel, they started picking. And that's why they went and took the chance on Kennedy Carter. Because wasn't nobody taking a chance on Kennedy Carter. And Kennedy Carter, to me, and y'all can talk about it. I love Angel, but Kennedy Carter was the best player on the team.
Yes, she was.
Okay.
Hands down, period.
Hands down, period. Okay. She's one of the best players in the world right now. I don't care what nobody's saying.
In the world. There's
Yes.
no one that can guard Kennedy Carter
Exactly.
on this planet right
She's been
now.
playing all over and she's making plenty of money and she never had no other problems. That's why, sometimes people just throw some stuff on you. Oh, yeah, maybe you have some issues, some little personal stuff, but everybody does. Everybody has attitude sometimes. Everybody ain't perfect all the time.
Right.
But when I don't care what the narrative is coming out of Chicago, I don't care what you're talking about. Okay, you didn't want to you wasn't fair to Spoon. Okay, and you wasn't fair to Angel, especially when you suspended her for a game for telling the truth. Come on, stop it right now.
Well, that goes
and
all
then
the
you
way
got rid of Kennedy Carter. I don't even know what happened with that. And you blackballed her again. She can't get back in the WNBA. She's been out of the WNBA for 2 years. She ain't had no problems nowhere else.
Right.
But all of a sudden, she's always having problems in the WNBA. I don't get it. I'm trying to figure out why she ain't having problems in China. Why she ain't having problems in Puerto Rico. Why she ain't had problems in them other leagues that she is the number one scorer in the world. She's the number one scorer in history. Okay. Why she ain't had no problems there? I'm trying to figure all this stuff out. Sometimes you can blackball a person and it don't be all what people make up to be. It's a lot of politics going on. Trust me, I've been coaching for years. And that's the reason why I'm not coaching right now, is because I'm not going to fall in line with the politics, and I'm not going to play the lying game and be fake and phony. And there's a lot of people that will do it to get to where they are, and I won't do it because I'm going to be fair with everybody, and I'm going to be honest and upfront. I'm not doing the fake and shake, and most people are doing the fake and shake, and that's what they're doing. Chicago, stop it. Stop that narrative. Angel wanted out of there. You traded her. Let's leave it at that. She's gone, and
I'm not. This is not. I'm just telling you what the story was behind all of it. So this was the story behind all of it, and so they never wanted Angel in Chicago to begin with, and so they started this. They started basically a campaign to get her out. So there's that writer that writes for Chicago that was writing really jacked up stories about Angel, saying that she had
Angel
there was a locker room.
Let's talk about that.
Okay. Let me just finish. They were saying how the article basically was stating that Angel was there was locker room issues based around Angel, and it just basically it was just all lies. It was all lies to make the people think that Angel was the problem in the situation when she was never the problem in the situation, but they wanted people to think that that was the situation. So you
know the problem was Angel is a winner and she's used to winning, and she ain't used to playing with those low level talented players, and she had a problem with it. No, that's being honest. It's being honest. She's a winner and she's used to winning. She's not used to losing every game. And she ain't used to playing with those low level talented players. Let's be honest here. If you look at the roster for Chicago last year, come on.
It was terrible. And basically it was a setup. It is essentially what they're saying. They were setting her up to fail. So they created the situation so that they could get rid of her. So then they say, then she gets suspended, and then they say, we're going to trade you. And she's like, okay, fine. Trade me.
I think they did her a favor.
They absolutely did her a favor. Out of here. And she actually got offered more money for other places, but she chose Atlanta. So she took less money to come to Atlanta.
Let me tell you something.
So that's what she wanted to be.
I don't care. Like I said, Angel is used to winning. And when you go somewhere that you can't win and you start losing every game,
that
gets frustrating, especially when you're playing with people that don't even have the level of talent that they're supposed to have in the WNBA. So let's be real here, okay? Because Angel never came there to make money, because she made way more money off the court than she made on the court. Angel put asses in seats in Chicago. Don't play with me. Angel put asses in seats in Chicago. She actually shook Chicago up. When I went to the game, we had to wait to get in the gym because there was a line all the way down the street to get in.
It'll be interesting to see what it looks like this year, because I heard that people were, trying to sell the get rid of their season tickets. So it's gonna be. We'll see. We'll see what I mean.
Let me tell you something. I'm looking. We're gonna talk about this. I'm looking at the roster, and I'm happy that they went and got Skylar.
So let's talk about who they got. They got Skylar Diggins. They got Dejanay Carrington, Azare Stevens, and Rakia Jackson.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that I'm safely assuming that they're gonna keep Camilla.
And that's a good starting 5. Okay.
And JC Sheldon too, right? Was another one.
Yep, they got her. So that's a good starting 5, but I want to see what your bench is looking like.
Yeah. So if you
Rachel Bannum, you got. I need to see what your bench is looking like. I need to see what your bench is.
Haley Van Lith.
Huh?
Haley Van Lith.
Haley Van Lith. Man, I don't even know she should be in the WNBA.
What was your favorite player and the one that played in?
Oh man, what's her name? Man, and she
refused to pass the ball to Angel.
Look, I watched all them games. Angel be all the way down court. She coming down court. She just looking at Angel. That's why Angel was frustrated. Angel probably went to the thing and said, "Pass me." Man.
And then she would come down and shoot a brick, and now Angel got to go get the rebound.
Right, exactly. And she's supposed to be okay with that. Come on, man.
And then you're like, oh, got another rebound. No, she's getting rebounds off of her raggedy team because they can't shoot.
And I gave Rachel Bannum plenty of grace. I keep giving Rachel Bannum grace. You know why? Because Rachel Bannum had never played point guard before. They didn't even have a point guard last year. They put Rachel Bannum as the point guard last year. They couldn't even put Haley in because she couldn't do it.
So Rachel Bannum came in with the second half of the season year before, and she was terrible then.
Well, she got traded for Marina Mabry. Okay.
Yes, she came in. She was terrible.
Let's go back. So Marina, she demanded a trade.
Correct.
And that's what they sent her to. And they took Rachel Bannum back with a I think they took maybe a first round pick.
That was her and another player. Terrible.
And we don't even remember who the other player was. Okay. I think the girl came in hurt. She was a guard that used to play for Connecticut, and she was hurt the rest of the season. I think maybe she played the last game. But don't get me started about Chicago. You're doing good right now, and I hope this all works out. I really do, but I want to see that bench because everybody can't play 40 minutes. And then you re-sign Luke, which she's probably almost 40. Don't do that. I'm not trying to be funny.
No, you're being real.
She's coming off of an injury, but when they had her at the point guard when she was playing, it was like she's at the end of her career. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Sloot. You can go ahead and get the money. I guess that's what you want to do. But let's just be honest here. I like her, but she is almost 40. It's time for you to hang those tennis shoes up and go and coach somebody. Coach, do something, get in the front office. I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not trying to be negative about it. It's just at some point you have to say, okay.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way about DeWanna Bonner. You're at your end. You're hanging on. You might, and I feel the same way about Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
You're gonna give us about 10 good minutes a game. Stop laughing. DeWanna Bonner is gonna give you about 10 good minutes a game. Sleuth is gonna give you about good 10 minutes. She's not gonna start because ain't no way you're gonna start over Diggins. You're not starting over Diggins. Diggins signed. She's coming in. She's taking a point guard position. Period. Point blank. Okay. Then you got Rakia. She's starting. I mean, that's a good starting five. But I'm saying where your other 5 players, boy, it's gonna be a big drop off. You know, that's I'm worried about everybody's. Hopefully hopefully they will draft better, and they'll get somebody at that 5. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Flage, come on, let's go. I take Flage with this group right here. Yeah, because you already got your point guard. You already got your.
They have the 5th pick. They have the 5th pick. So, and I'm looking at like this mock draft that they have currently. So for the 5th pick, it's got Kiki Rice or Flage Johnson. I'm going to Chicago. So yeah, I mean, I could see Flage with that group.
Yeah, with that group. That's what I'm saying. At this point now, with everybody else gone, because I said with the group that they had before, you needed a point guard. Well, you don't need that no more. So let's move her over, and now you can bring Flage in. And maybe that was the plan the whole time anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because what I heard was the coach for Chicago has been in LSU's practices a couple times. So that was always the plan, I think. But we'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow.
We will. All right. So I'm gonna run through some of the things that some of the names for here.
1 second though. 1 second. So I feel like when you look at Chicago, you can actually run the ball with those athletic, and Flage will fit right on in.
I agree. That,
you know what I'm saying? If you got Azari, you got Rakia, they all won. Azari, Dejanay, they're gonna fit. She'll fit right on in with him. She's not gonna start because you got Diggins, Dejanay. You're gonna have 2 good defense. You got 2 defensive good players out front. You got Rakia. I mean, you got a good starting 5.
Yeah.
You got Flage. She gonna come off the bench, but she gonna fit right in there. However they do, they can put her at the 2 or the 3. She's gonna fit right on in.
I agree. All right, so we have what team what team would you like to start with? Let's start with the Valkyries because we haven't really talked about the Valkyries.
But hold on, the Valkyries signed about 6 people today.
I'm gonna go through them if I can pronounce them. So chalk it up to.
Okay, so you always talking about me when I'm pronouncing folks' names, but them names is foreign.
These are definitely. So Mariella Fasula signed a rookie scale contract. Cecilia Zandalancy, I know I jacked that up, signed a contract. Just Josie, she signed a rookie scale contract. Mila Sowa, Gabby Williams signed a contract. So that is now we know where Gabby Williams is heading. We knew she was leaving Seattle. She is going to the Valkyries, and I think she's gonna love it there. The energy, the crowd, that whole environment. I think she's gonna do really well.
Well, I want to say one thing about that though. That coach they got in the Valkyries don't play no games, so don't come with she ain't playing with the BS because she will cut you. She does not play. Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out if they're gonna re-sign. We were just talking about her in the last. They should re-sign her. I'm trying to figure out if they're gonna re-sign. You know who we were talking about?
No.
Yes, you do. The one that used to fake a offensive all day long.
Tiffany Hayes.
Tiffany Hayes, thank you. So remember we was talking about on the last video that we was talking about if they're going to they love Tiffany Hayes there. She
Yeah.
played great there. And I'm trying to figure out maybe she's trying to go somewhere else because I haven't heard her name anywhere.
I haven't heard it either at all. And there's nothing on here. Yesterday, they signed a contract with Veronica Burton, which I'm not surprised because
Right.
Veronica was balling
Yeah. She's been
all
balling for the
season.
last year.
But back on the 7th of April, they did extend an offer to Leticia Mihir, Caitlin Chin, Liana Rupert, and Janelle Salon. So I think they're probably going to sign all of them. They're probably working out the number.
They signed, hold on, I'm gonna tell you, they signed Caitlin Chin in 2-year contract.
Okay.
Let me get to it.
It's not updated on here yet, but okay. So their draft pick is, let's see, they have the 8th pick. So they have in so there's a couple of different names that they have listed on here: Tanaya Latson, Kiki Rice, Gianna Neepkins, and in Angloma. I'm not sure who that is, but those are the ones that they have on their mock draft to go to Golden State. So based on what they have,
they need a big.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the Angloma. I'm not sure what.
They got a bunch of tweeners on their team. You know what I'm saying? 6'1", 6'2". You know what I'm saying? And she got a bunch of people from overseas playing. Now there's I watched their games multiple times, and I've seen a lot of talent on that team, but they're young. They're young. And so the Valkyries signed Justice Josie T.
Yeah,
I can't
I just said that. Yeah, Justice Joe.
Cecilia Sandolicini signed with them. They signed Ilana Rupert to a multi-year contract. They signed Janelle Salon, which she's a really good player, to a multi-year contract. And then we're not talking about that, but Courtney Van Sloot has signed with the Sky. But we're gonna get to that. And then I did see, maybe I went past it, but I did see that they signed the Chin girl from UConn. They signed her to a 2-year contract.
Okay. All right.
And they signed Kayla Charles too to a 2-year contract. And she played. Remember, she got traded to them. No, I think she got cut, and she signed with them, and she stayed the rest of the year. And they just signed her to a 2-year contract.
So of course, Dallas has the overall number 1 pick. Most people have Awa Pham going to Dallas. One person has AZ Fudd. So let's see who they signed. So they got Jessica Shepard. Let's see, Cheyenne Sellers is on a training camp contract.
She better she better went to work last year and got. Let me tell you something. Cheyenne Sellers was hurt. She was hurt.
Yeah.
When she got drafted, she was already hurt, and she tried to play through it, and it was like, no, we're gonna have to cut you, okay? Because she got drafted by the Valkyries.
Yeah.
And she tried to play through it, and then she got picked up by somebody else, and she just couldn't. So what she should have done is went and told them, I need surgery.
Yeah.
Because she didn't play up the part. Because when she played for Maryland, I thought she was one of the best guards coming out.
It was.
And I'm like, what's going on? And then you hear that she's hurt, and she tried to fight through it. But she should have just been upfront and said, hey, I need surgery. And she should have been just like the other girl that played for UConn that came in saying, I need surgery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And instead of trying to, when it's that much of an injury,
Yeah,
and
because then you just make it worse, and then it's it's not
I felt
fixable.
bad for her. I really did last year. I really felt bad for her last year.
Yeah, I like Cheyenne Sellers. She's a great player.
Yeah.
They did sign Alana Smith, and of course we know Enrique got the core contract. She's definitely not leaving. I think she signed for less money. Enrique
Yeah, she
did,
did.
so
She
that
did.
they could bring other players in. So
I
shout
think
out to
she's
Enrique.
I think she did that to bring other players in. Also, that she got a 4-year contract for less money, guarantee. I mean, that money's guaranteed. So
Hmm.
she thought, she was smart. I'm pretty sure she had good people with her because her brother plays for the NFL. So I'm sure they got a team that sits down and says, I think this would be the best for you.
Yeah,
And she's been doing, she makes a lot of money on the outside of basketball as well. She has a lot of contracts with different companies. So I'm sure she did. She wanted to stay in Dallas. She got a house in Dallas.
hmm,
But that's the reason why I don't think they're going to be drafting AZ Fudd. I
yeah.
just don't see it. I cannot see
It
that happen.
doesn't make sense because it just doesn't make sense
It
to me.
doesn't make sense, but what makes sense to us and what makes sense to them is it might be two different things. But if you let this is the listen, you got the girl from overseas, AY, and you got the other big girl from UCLA. You gonna let them two go by you? I mean, you need a big. You needed a big last year. You
Yeah,
didn't have one. You
yeah,
got to remember who you're playing against now, because you're gonna play against Fee, and you're gonna play against Asia, and then you're gonna let them go somewhere else, and then you're gonna play against them, and then you got to play Camilla when she comes down in the post. You got to find somebody that's like 6'4", 6'5", and athletic.
yeah,
So I mean, I know you're not gonna go with the big China girl from China. She's on the team, but you need somebody else. She should just come in rotation.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what they do. We'll
All
see what
right,
they
let's jump to the
they
second
don't think
pick.
Elena. I'm thinking that
Mhm.
I'm hoping that they don't think Elena can play defense on them bigs like that. Elena is 6'2".
Yeah, yeah,
I'm hoping that they don't think that that's who their big is going to be, because she is not a threat down in the post.
not at all.
So I like her though.
So
Don't get me wrong. No, I don't want people to think that I'm saying something bad about. No, I'm not. What I'm saying is Elena can
she's
play the
not a
3 and
post
4.
player.
Right. Right.
So that's just it. She's not a post player. The number two pick is
They take you out of contest. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah,
say one thing and they just take. You ought to see some of the stuff that's on our page right now. You'd be like,
yeah. It's it's there's no comprehension. So we
yeah,
say something and they don't understand it, and so then
yeah,
they jump to something completely different that we didn't say, even though we were clear in what was said. So yes,
right.
the number two overall pick is Minnesota. So let's see who. Of course, Courtney Williams signed a contract with Minnesota, and you said she signed a
A two
multi-year.
year, a 2 year max. So she's gonna be making about 1.2, 1.3 a year.
Okay. Kayla McBride signed a contract also.
2 year contract.
Um, Jalen Sherrod signed a training contract with them. And I don't know because we were talking about we hadn't really heard much about the Lynx and if they had signed anybody. They do have on the
they
mock draft.
they signed. Hold on. They signed Natasha Howard too.
Okay.
And they signed Nia Coffey, which I thought Nia Coffey played well in
Nia
Atlanta.
Coffey is leaving Atlanta.
She signed a 2 year contract with Minnesota.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so she signed a 2 year contract. Natasha, they needed those post players. They need They need these type of players because everybody is gone. So
Yeah.
they got Natasha Howard and they got Nia Coffey, and they both signed 2-year contracts. Which
Okay.
let me tell you who I thought. I just knew they was getting ready to sign Dejanay, Minnesota. They traded for her.
Mm.
They didn't sign her though.
Well, Minnesota has for the mock draft, we have Olivia Miles or AZ Fudd or
No,
Lauren
they're
Beck.
going to get bets. If Dallas don't take bets, they're going to go get. If Dallas does, they're going to take AWA.
Yeah. So that's what we have for Minnesota. The number 3 pick is Seattle. Seattle signed Ezzy Magabor to a core contract. Katie Lou Samuelson signed a contract. Stephanie Dolson also. Natasha Heidemann. And Mackenzie Holmes and Zai Cook both signed training camp contracts with the Storm. So I did see somewhere else that Zai Cook actually signed a contract with them, and it wasn't a training contract, but
that's what I seen too. But you know what, Zai Cook, I would have got up out of there. I would have got up out of there and tried to go get on another team because it ain't been working for you. They traded you and they traded you to another team. The team cut you and they bought you back. I just feel like maybe something else will work out for her instead of
just bouncing all around. I wanted to find a home somewhere.
Me too.
So
I really never thought she hasn't come out of her bag
at all. She hasn't had the opportunity to.
Yeah, so that's why I said go get another chance somewhere else.
So Seattle has the number 3 pick. They have on this mock draft AZ Fudd, Olivia Miles, or Awa Pham for Seattle. I don't know that they need another.
Everything but a big. They need everything but a big.
Yeah, I was gonna say they don't need a big. I think they need a guard or a big guard. Or
if AZ Fudd's there, I'm getting AZ Fudd. If AZ Fudd is still sitting there at 3, that's gonna be my pick.
Yeah. And that's what we were saying. Like, we don't want people to pick versus popularity. We want them to pick the person that they need for the team, because then you end up picking these popularity players and then they don't get any playing time because it's not what you need. You already got that. So hopefully everybody's going to choose what they need and not based on.
The reason why I say AZ Fudd, because I need her to go get a bucket. I need somebody can get a bucket. And AZ Fudd can go get a bucket and keep that space with the big girl. I need her to get a bucket. Whatever side the big girl's on, I need you to be on that side, and I need you to go get a bucket. So they have to be honest and play defense. That's the reason why we go get AZ Fudd, not them other girls. I'm not right now. Not at the 3rd pick. Okay, and that's why I would say that I need somebody can get a bucket, and I'm looking at everybody on their team. I know Stud Buzz can get a bucket if she wants to, but she needs somebody else to help her out, and AZ Fudd would be great doing that. Because what is going to happen is Tanisha, this is going to really change for her because she hasn't started on any team in the WNBA. Yes, Heidemann, and she's got to lock in, okay, because she's going to take on a lot of responsibility. She's got to lock in. She's going to take on a lot of responsibility, unless they want her to come off the bench and they're thinking that I don't know what they're thinking.
Yeah.
But at 3, I got to get AZ Fudd at 3.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe down the line. I'm not sure if they got another pick in the 1st round. I'm gonna have to go look at the thing again. But at number 3, I got to go get AZ Fudd. I can't pass her. Not for nobody else is on that list. So
Yeah.
If it works out, if A1 Betts, number 3, AZ Fudd.
Yeah. That makes sense. I'm with you when you're right, boo. I'm with you when you're right. So the fourth pick is going to be Washington. So Washington, let's see what the Mystics have done. So I haven't really, have you heard much about Washington? I haven't really heard much.
This is what I heard. This is what I was thinking. I was like, okay,
Okay.
Shakira is not a free agent. She's not an unrestricted free agent. So Shakira is a free agent that any team that gives her a offer, Washington has a certain amount of time to give her the same offer and make her come
Right.
back. She has no choice. She cannot make the choice.
Right.
So Toronto has offered her a 2-year deal, which is like $1 million and something. I mean, they're offering her some money. I don't know if Washington wants to do that, but it's I don't think it's finalized as of right now. So, but they need to finalize that because they need to know what they need when it comes down to that draft.
Yeah.
So right now, you got the Amore coming back. You got the 2 other rookies, Sonia and I can't think of the other girl's name. You got 3 girls, and if you got Shakira, it changes the dynamic of who you're looking at.
Yeah.
Who would you take
in the draft?
Yeah,
Oh,
for Washington?
they need a big?
It depends on if they. That's what I just said. If Shakira is still there with them, it changes their draft.
But who is the other big that they have?
They had Dolson. Dolson is gone.
Right. So if they lost Dolson and all they have is Austin, they need another big.
I think they need I think they need a 2 guard, maybe a 3. Well, you got Sonya at the 3.
So they have their second pick. So their first pick, they have them choosing Lauren Betts or AZ. One person has them choosing AZ Fudd, but I don't think AZ is going to be available.
I don't think Lauren Betts is either.
I don't think Lauren Betts is either. But the second pick, they have them choosing either Tony Morgan or Legger Walker.
Tony Morgan's the point guard for Kentucky, correct?
Yeah.
Mm.
And Legger Walker.
Why would they have them? You still got those other point guards still on the board.
But this is the second round. So that's their second pick. So by that time, them other point guards they gone. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's frustrating doing this without everybody having
a contract. Yeah, and out the way. Yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, they might end up taking Flage.
Mm.
I heard that too.
So the Toronto Tempo have the 6th overall pick. I'm skipping number 5 because we did Chicago already. So we talked about Chicago and who we think should go there, which Coach Ani thinks that Flage should go to Chicago, and I also agree. I think that's a good fit for them based on what they already have there.
Last week we was totally against it. Totally this week it has flipped the whole script. So now Flage, we feel like you should be in Chicago.
Go to Chicago. Yeah. So Toronto has the number 6 pick, and so again, they did extend an offer to Shakira Austin. They not much. They're all the people that they brought over all have signed. So we've got Julie Alleman, Marina Mabry, Brittany Sykes, Christy Wallace, Maria Condi. Let me see. Madison Rochi. I, we gotta do better with these names. Isabel Harrison, signed a contract with them. And
Aaliyah Nye,
Aaliyah Nye.
and
Yeah.
you got Nahara Sabali.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
She got drafted in
So,
the draft. She got drafted in the draft.
oh, okay. Okay,
So
got you.
Julie
Got
Alleman, Nahira Sabali, Marina Mabry, they all got drafted in the draft.
gotcha.
Aaliyah Nye, Lexi Held. I don't know how to say this other girl's name, Maria. She played for Minnesota last year. I'm pretty sure that's her. Um, she got drafted too.
Maria Condi.
Kondi Kova as KLIUNDIKOVA. I don't know how they expect us to pronounce these names, but hey. And they did seriously. I mean, if they were on the phone with me, I would tell them, "Can you just pronounce your name?" And then maybe I can try to get it right because I try
I'm
to
bad
get it
with names too. I'm bad with names too. So Toronto, of course, they have the number 6 pick. They have Flau'jae Johnson or Gabriela Jaquez, Cody McMahon, um, Raven Johnson, or
I think Raven Johnson would be great there, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because they need a point guard.
mm, yeah,
Why you looking like that? Why are you looking like that?
yeah, yeah,
I mean, because you got Marina Mabry and you got Slim. Both of them can play the two.
hmm
Slim can play the point guard too. I know she's gonna play it full time though.
right.
And I think that Raven Johnson will be a good fit there.
Okay. All right. So we've got Raven Johnson, hopefully going to Toronto.
I know you wanted to fall to 13. I know you wanted, but I'm just saying, if I'm looking at the best guard on the board,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and if I'm looking at the best, she's a defensive and an offensive player. So if
Yeah.
I'm looking, I mean, because you look, excuse me, you got Tanaya, she's an offensive player. You got offense on that team. You got Marina, that's an offensive player. Slim is gonna get you 20 at any game.
Yeah.
You need a facilitator. And that's the reason why I said that. Or you can go with Kiki. What's her name? Kiki.
Kiki Rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can go with Kiki.
Okay. So up next is Portland, the Portland Fire. So of course they had their draft, so they pulled their players from the draft. Bridget Carlson, Carly Samuelson, Haley Jones, um, Nayadu Pooch, Maya Caldwell, Emily Inksler, Chloe Bibby, Sug Sutton, Louisa Geisolder, um, and let's see, Nika Mule. So they have the number 7 pick. They have Tanaya Latson and Goloma, Gianna Neekins. Um, let me see.
Yeah, Megan Gustafson, she signed a 2-year contract with them earlier today.
Gabriella Jacques, Flau'jae Johnson, and Martin Carrion. So those are the ones that they're saying. Um, as I'm looking through here, I mean, Haley Jones is a point guard. But she
They got
hasn't really.
Slick Sutton at the point. That's who they're
That,
gonna have at the point.
that's true. That's true. That's true. Haley can play it, but she doesn't play it very well. She doesn't play it as good as she did when she was in Stanford.
I
She
don't know
hasn't
why
played
though.
as
It's like
good.
just dropped off. I don't know
Yeah.
why. It's just like I don't know why. Because she's a big guard. She's like
Yeah.
6, and
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because like maybe she doesn't shoot the three well.
I don't know, but she played so much better at Stanford. She was just really,
Yeah, she was
really
a beast in Stanford.
good. I mean, a beast. I just don't know what happened.
But I'm gonna tell
But
you
I
who's been
want I
playing.
want to see her win. I really like her a lot.
Yeah, she has great personality.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you who has been playing great, and they snatched them one. Was that Emily
Yeah.
Inksterler?
Emily Inksler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she played very well
Yeah.
last year.
She did.
She didn't play very well the first year she came in, but
Yeah.
she made a turn last year, and she started to play a lot of minutes for Washington.
Yeah.
And I know they was like, "Dang," you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You didn't protect her, and she wasn't sitting back in the cut. They knew exactly who she was, and they
Right.
picked her up. And I think she's gonna play very well for them.
Yes. So we talked about the Golden State Valkyries already. And we agreed that they need a point guard. So we think Tanaya would do great.
No, they don't need a point guard. They got
No,
one.
they need a big. I'm sorry, they need a
Yeah, they
big.
need a big.
They need a big. And so they have all guards going. For whatever reason, it just seems like there was way more guards that came out this year than bigs. But also, this is the first round, so
Yeah.
we know there's more.
Like I said, last year they had a bunch of tweeners, 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah,
Nobody big though that can protect that rim. 6'1",
yeah,
5'10", 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". Not really. And most of those players are not post. They play the three. They shoot the three. You know what I'm saying? They shoot the jumper. Ain't nobody with their back to the basket talking about shooting no
yeah,
turn. No,
yeah.
none of them. But hey, they got them in the playoffs.
Yeah, it did.
I believe Tiffany Hayes is gonna pop up here. I really do.
The way they was knocking them threes down, I don't know what their percentage was for three. They had to have the best 3-point percentage for the whole league because they was not missing.
Do you
I
do you
mean,
want
it
to put
was
some money
like
on it?
every
That
time they
Tiffany Hayes.
played, huh?
You want to put some money
Yeah.
on Tiffany Hayes is gonna pop up. She gonna pop up. Trust me.
Tiffany Hayes is she's
She gonna
I
pop up.
we'll see. Indiana has we're gonna skip over Washington because they have this is their second pick. So which they have them getting a guard. So the first pick they have them getting a big, the second pick they have them getting a guard. So um, for Indiana, they have the 10th overall pick, and so they, of course, Lexi Hull and Kelsey Mitchell both signed.
Hmm.
And who just came over? Ty Harris.
Yes. She signed a
Um,
contract with them.
she signed a contract.
Hmm.
Um,
That's why I
so
said I don't think they'll be drafting a point guard. That's why
which is
they
which
might end
is
up getting maybe Tanaya Latson. Who else is left in that
I
group?
hope not. I don't want her to go there either. So they have Medina Akkad, Gianna, I mean Gabriela Jaquez.
Let's back
Um,
up. We could have got Medina and Cot for the Valkyries.
that is true.
She I'm gonna tell you something, and you're gonna hear it right now.
Okay. All right.
She has not hit her ceiling yet.
Not at all.
Okay, so whoever gets her, she's just gonna keep ascending. Okay, because she's a 6'6" that can shoot the three. She can go inside. She just needs more experience. Once she
That's
figures
it.
out that I'm a beast and I'm an all-star out here, when she figures out what her talent is,
Yeah.
it's going to open up all windows and doors for her.
I think she needs to go somewhere with another big that's experienced that can work with her.
There's just not enough bigs to go around. So if
Yeah.
you, I mean, that's the reason. What I'm saying is that I just don't believe there's enough bigs to get. Like I got a really good big, I'm gonna go get her too. I just don't think it's enough. I think somebody whoever needs a big is going to get her. Okay, and that might be something that Dallas is saying. Okay, we're gonna go get AZ Fudd right here. We'll wait to the next pick, and maybe we can sneak out a big. Sometimes that's what they do. Look, when
Um,
does Dallas get another pick?
when does Dallas get another pick?
Yeah.
Dallas doesn't pick again until it looks like 31.
Ooh. So they got to make it happen on number one.
Yeah, and they
They
have
got to
little
make it.
page bugs going.
So they
Uh,
got to make it happen. Number one. The number one pick has got to be the pick.
yeah, yeah, they only have those two picks,
Okay.
number 1 and 31. So yeah, they got to make it happen.
See, this is what I thought
Um,
they might do. What I thought they might do is sign Enrique and then trade Enrique and get some more picks back. But they're not getting ready to do that. Maybe it happened tomorrow. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. If they do, that'd be a blockbuster.
man.
Because I'm gonna tell
So
you who got some picks. I'm gonna tell you who got some picks. If you go get them, is the Washington Mystics. They got picks.
yeah, Washington has 4, 11, 19, 30. Yeah,
So
and
I know what I'm
34
talking about.
and
They got
34.
picks, and you could go get those picks and have the first picks and have and trade and pick up two more picks and some picks for next year, and then you'll be loaded.
Yeah.
But
And they're actually number 11. So Indiana's 10, and they're number 11, and number 12 is Connecticut. So we're going to skip over Washington to um, Connecticut for the sake of time. Um, so Connecticut, Kennedy Burke signed, Brittany Griner, of course, Olivia Nelson Adota, um, Diamond Miller, and Mammon, oh
they
Jesus.
got a bunch of foreigners on that team because the coaches
Foray. The
the
last name
coach
is
is foreigner.
Foray.
So I was just getting ready to say
Um,
that might be a good place for
and Aaliyah Edwards.
yeah, and they really should. To me, they should feature her, get the ball to her, and let her work it on out. But I would say
So do you think they need a guard?
I'm gonna
They
tell you
have.
something. Let me tell you
Mhm.
something. You know, Ray Burrell has not signed a contract as of right now.
Oh, maybe they're working it out. You know, the negotiations be going. So maybe they're working negotiations out right now, which is why we haven't heard anything. And maybe during the day tomorrow, before the draft happens, is when we're going to hear about these other.
Wonder if Ray Burrell ended up in Chicago.
Whew. So Connecticut, we have Gabriela Jaquez, Medina Akkad, Cody McMahon, in Angloma. Um, let me see. The Martin Carry On and Kiki Rice for Connecticut, possibly.
Okay,
These, of
so
course, are other people's. Um,
I probably man, let me tell you something. I probably would go with Cody because
yeah,
she can play the one and the two and the
yeah,
three if you needed to. But
yeah,
you can I feel like you can bring a Moral, what's her name? Anissa Moral out at the three now. Since you
hmm
got Brittany, and you got the other girl. And
Yeah.
I think you could probably bring Anissa out. Anissa's shooting the three, lights out, baby.
Yeah.
And then you could put my girl Sanaya, either or. She can, both of them can play that guard, and you can have Cody and Sanaya. That's a good defensive tandem, honey. And you could have
Yeah.
Anissa is a good defensive player too. So now you got three people around that, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be a good place for her.
So then we have the number 13 pick, which is Atlanta. And the Dream, of course, they signed Isabel Borlacey.
Yeah,
Ryan.
that's the girl I was talking to you about. She was the MVP of the NBL.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, she's coming over. They did sign her, so they must have seen something. We'd have to Google her name and see,
Yeah. Check
highlights.
her out.
Yeah, but she is the MVP of the NBL.
Okay. They got Ryan Howard, Brianna Jones, Alicia Gray, Jordan Canada, Nas Hillman, Sika Cone. Um, I don't see, I don't know if you see it somewhere, but I don't see anything in regards to, and of course, we know about Angel Reese, so we don't even have to bring that up. But I don't see anything about Pow Pow.
Papa's there.
Okay.
Papa's on a rookie contract. She don't have to sign.
Okay. Okay. So they have, of course, the 13th overall pick. So a couple of options for them: Cody McMahon, Dukalek, Raven Johnson, Marta Suarez, Medina Okot, Gina Neekins, or Tanaya Latson. I could see Cody McMahon there, but
That's because you want another point guard.
I
But
do want another point guard, and
you
I
have to
think she's
understand
a
that
big guard.
you got the other big girl left from, and she's in Minnesota. You got Nas, the only big girl coming off the bench, and she's a small big.
They need another big. You're right. They do.
Yeah.
So Marta Suarez might be, or
She's a two guard. It's the
or
other girl,
Medina.
or you can get Medina. Medina would be perfect for them because she don't have to do a bunch. She can come off the bench. She can learn,
Yeah.
and it would just it would be perfect. She'd be in a great city for her. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I agree.
So
And she wouldn't be far from Dawn, which I think
yeah,
would be good for her too.
yeah.
For Dawn to be able to come and see
But I'm
her.
talking
I
about the
agree.
culture in Atlanta. She would
I agree.
it would be great for her.
I agree. So that is all of the teams. Those are all of the um except for the Aces, of course, because
But we
let's
need to
see.
talk about the Aces, and we ain't talking about LA.
Oh God, we didn't talk about. Okay, so the Las Vegas Aces don't have a pick until number 29. And they got Hannah Stokey going to.
We need to talk about them free agents with Aces.
So Jackie Young signed, Cheyenne Parker Tyus signed, Chelsea Gray signed, Kirsten Bell signed. They did extend an offer to Nalisa Smith. That was on April 7th.
It doesn't say that she signed.
It doesn't say that she signed, but they did extend an offer to her. So they waived, of course, Tiffany Mitchell and Elizabeth Kitley. I really want Elizabeth Kitley to find a home somewhere.
But let me tell you something. What makes it Alyssa better stop playing, and she better go sign that contract.
Nalissa.
I call her Alyssa because that's what they call her. She needs to go sign that contract and get out of her feelings. For real, because she knows she needs to play with Asia. That was a perfect place for her to be at. Get out your feelings. Everybody's moved on, and so have you. Get out your feelings, and don't bring your personal business to the basketball court. Okay, that's what you need to do. You need to be a grown up. Put your grown up panties on. Pull your pants up. Take your personal out of it. You got to, because you're gonna mess around. You're gonna sign a contract. If you sign a 2-year contract, you're gonna be a millionaire overnight. Are you kidding me? You better go sign that contract. Stop playing, because it's coming down to the wire here. People ain't gonna have no room for you. You better go sign that contract. Get out your feelings. Pull your panties up. Pull your big girl panties up, and leave your feelings at home. And when you come to work, you do your work and leave your feelings at home. And just let's keep it real here. Everybody's grown.
Okay.
Everybody's
Okay.
grown.
Okay. You heard it here. She said, get it together. Okay. Sign the contract. So they have Hannah Stokey going there. Or Ashlyn Jackson. So between the two of them, those are the or
You just
Sydney.
ain't gonna like everybody on your team. I've never liked everybody on my team. I play with them, no.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna move on to Los Angeles.
No, we're not. We're gonna stay right here. Look, you don't never
No,
want to get personal.
it's
You don't
been
never want to get personal.
an hour and 30 minutes, boo. We got to move on
I
so we
understand.
can.
I understand. You never want to get personal though, but we have to get personal. Everybody's talking about it, so we got to talk about it.
We can talk about it another time when we have more time to talk about
the
it.
contract. So she needs to get out of her feelings, get your grown, pull your panties up.
Yes.
Get to that contract. This is where you should be at. You fit perfectly with this team. You play better with this team than any team you play with.
Ever. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't agree with that?
I agree. She was
go to work, handle business, and take your personal out of it. Take your personal out of it. I'm just giving good advice because I want you to get your money. I want you to get your money. Everybody's getting their money.
Everybody is getting their money. So hopefully she will sign. I mean, I don't know that we don't know what the reason why they haven't signed. We don't know. This is speculation from Coach Ani that it has something to do with the personal situation. We don't know if that's the truth.
We're gonna call it what's the word they call it?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I should have a sign. I'm gonna make me a sign.
Allegedly, this is what happened.
I'm just saying, allegedly, just there's no reason for a hesitation. If they offered her a contract, there's no reason for a hesitation on the contract. Get your money, girl. Okay, get your money.
Okay. So let's move on to Los Angeles. They have the number 20 pick. And so let's see, Emma Cannon, Kelsey Plum, of course, has the core contract. De'Erica Hamby signed. Nneka Ogwumike, which was like big news, has gone back to LA. That's where she started off. So I know she's happy to be back. Ariel Atkins was traded from Chicago to Los Angeles. Maybe she'll actually play better.
Here you go. Now, if that was me saying, you'd be looking at me like, look, you look looking at me. So go ahead.
I mean,
I'll never stop you when it's your opinion. It's your opinion.
This is my thing. If we're weighing between Ariel Atkins and Rakia Jackson, right? We have this. We're weighing them. Rakia here, you know what I'm saying?
Two different players. Let me tell you how I feel about it. Two different players. I don't know the reason why you would trade Rakia Jackson. I don't know the reason.
And why you would get Ariel Atkins.
But let me tell you what I'm thinking.
I ain't got no more water in here.
Okay, so let's get your popcorn because I'm about to tell you. The reason why I think they did that is because they're going to sign Ray Burrell, and Ray Burrell was getting her money this summer, and Ray Burrell was on the USA A team getting her money this summer, and she was getting her money in Unrivaled, so that Rakia Jackson got replaceable, and they needed a 2 guard, and they went and got one. Somebody can get buckets, and Ariel can get buckets, and now you got Plum and Ariel getting buckets. And they went and did their big one, because just think about it. You got 2 guards getting, you can't go on one. You can't double team Plum because now you got NECA. Do you understand what they got over there now?
Yeah.
Man, okay. That's why that's the reason why they got rid of it. Wasn't about that she's not talented. It was like Ray Burrell is ascending.
Okay.
Okay.
And Wheeler also signed with LA.
And that was a good. That was a good get right there. Erica Wheeler can come off the bench at any time and get you 15 to 20 points.
Yeah.
And she's solid. She ain't gonna turn over. She can shoot the 3. She gonna play defense, and she's gonna be. You can bring her in at any time and rotate with Plum and Ariel. So I think they went out and said they went from here to here.
Okay. They extended an offer to Alyssa Peely, Julie Van Loo, and of course, you mentioned Ray Burrell. So they have the number 20 pick. They have the C. Ledger Walker from UCLA. Sieski, and Kara Dunn are the options for them. Wait, I'm sorry. Nope, I take that back. C. Ledger Walker, Tony Morgan, and Tiani Key. Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't think they would be taking the girl from Kentucky because they got Erica Wheeler.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for them to bring another guard in.
Well, she's another point guard because Erica Wheeler's a point guard.
Yeah.
So when you look at the grand scheme of things, man, they're so loaded right now. They got Derica, they got NECA, and they're sitting on. They got the big girl. What's her name? The 6'7".
Oh yeah, Cameron.
They got Cameron Brink. They got if they sign Ray Burrell, and they got the 2 guards. They ate deep all day, every day.
They eating this year. Yeah. They're not playing no games.
That's why I said I think they probably said we need to get another guard that can get us some points. We don't need a rookie guard. We need somebody that is a vet.
Yeah.
Okay. So
when they beat the Las Vegas Aces,
huh?
I said when they beat the Las Vegas Aces, when they beat the Aces this year.
You think so?
That's gonna be the game.
You think so?
Yeah. They're gonna beat them and that's probably gonna happen in LA. Yeah.
Well, Casey, let me tell you something. That's probably when Kelsey Plum looks at the calendar,
she's circling her and De'Erica. Her and De'Erica. Yeah. Her and De'Erica, they both circled that game. Right
Plum, I'm dropping 40 on them fools.
Yeah.
Dropping 40 on them fools. See, Kelsey Plum is the most to me, right behind Kennedy Carter. Kelsey Plum is, I mean, she's got skills like footwork. She can take you in, and she's little, and she can take you inside. She can, man, she got so much. It's hard to block her shot.
Yeah,
man, and she's a lefty too. Man, come on, Kelsey Plum. Well, I know they hate it when Kelsey Plum, But it was getting kind of crowded up in there. That's why Kelsey Plum left. You got Chelsea, you got what's her name? Jackie. Now you got somebody had to go somewhere.
It was too much.
So that's the whole thing in itself.
So of course everybody has more picks, and there's a lot of people in this draft. So a lot of other people like Reagan Beers, Kyla Olaker, Van Sluten, Awala from Ole Miss, Ashlyn Jackson. I mentioned her before.
I think she's gonna be a good pro. I don't know where she's gonna go, but I think she's gonna stick. Okay.
Renaya Barker. There's a lot of good people in this draft.
I think Shania Barker's gonna get on somebody's team too.
And I just want to see Roy Harmon. We haven't even talked about Roy Harmon.
That's because there's so many point guards that you
many guards. Oh my God. It's like the year of the guard this year. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So we will see tomorrow. The plan, of course, is to go live during the draft. So fingers crossed that we can make that happen. But we just wanted to come on and do this video. Hopefully y'all were able to ride out with us for this hour and 30 minutes, almost 40 minutes that we rocked. There was so much going on.
There's so much going on. We can't fit it in 30 minutes. We can't even fit it in an hour. We're jumping from college, all the stuff that's going on in college, to all the stuff that's going right now. It's just busy. We just can't fit it.
It's busy. It's a lot. So thanks for rocking with us. Please do us a favor, like, subscribe, follow, do all the things. Hit the notification button so that you can be notified when we upload a new video. And we'll catch you on the flip side.
Hold on one second. I just want to tell everybody thank you for hitting our page. Thank you. Please follow us. That's what we're asking. You guys are hitting our page every 2 seconds. Okay, we have great content, but please hit the follow. Please hit the follow. Follow us on all social media. We would appreciate it.
We will. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for tuning in. Follow We Ballin' 2 on all social media outlets. Stay connected for hoops, life, and everything in between. We'll catch you next episode.